What's up, guys? This is your buddy Invader, and I'm back again with my takeaway of this year's E3 conferences. I'm going to focus on a certain few publishers, otherwise this video could go on for a long while. There was a lot of good stuff shown off, and sprinkled in some meh as well. So, starting off with Microsoft, overall, I thought Microsoft had a pretty good conference. They showed off games that, well, they'll be coming really soon. Titles like ReCore, Forza Horizon 3, Gears of War 4, Dead Rising 4, and Halo Wars 2. Not to mention smaller titles like We Happy Few and Inside. I was happy to see State of Decay 2 get announced. A lot of people said it wasn't going to be there, but hey, I just had a feeling about it, right? Also, I was happy to see a slim console get announced. It looks really slick, it eliminates that power brick, and hey, it adds a few extra things like a 4K Blu-ray player. It's priced right, and I can see a lot of people picking it up. I was also happy to see Phantom Dust show up. Granted, it's just an HD version of the game with some little tweaks, but it's still nice to see it coming back in some form. Now, the big, heavy announcement at the conference was the Xbox Scorpio. I didn't think they would actually show it, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. Supposedly the most powerful console ever made, it's generated a lot of buzz, and I certainly can't wait to see the final specs for it. It's nice to see Microsoft confident in announcing new hardware again. Now, if I'm gonna be 100% with you guys, I really wish they would have teased one or two new IP. I mean, we know they're coming, but it still would have been nice. I was hoping for a Battletoads announcement, and I still believe it's coming. Then again, there's always Gamescom for that kind of stuff. Not just that, but I felt that they spent too much time talking about small games, like Gwent, that card game from the Witcher series. I mean, by right, they should have shown off that Fable Fortunes card game. It felt like an odd choice to me. All in all, my favorite games from the Microsoft conference were Forza Horizon 3, Sea of Thieves, We Happy Few, and definitely ReCore. Now, for Sony, I thought that they had a pretty decent conference as well. They showed off quite a few interesting games. The new God of War really impressed me. It looks stunning and just so much fun. I was also pleasantly surprised to see Crash Bandicoot appear, and that he'll be getting a remastered collection. I knew they had to be teasing Crash for something. The Skylanders thing, not so much, but, I guess I can understand why they did it. Now, I was also glad to see that my suspicions were correct about Sony Bend making a horror game. I'll admit, when I first saw Days Gone, I didn't really like it very much, but after seeing more gameplay, I'm pretty interested in it. I mean, there's a lot to like about an open world, well, they say it's not zombie, but hey, zombie game. Now, I'm still trying to wrap my head around Kojima's game. I mean, hey, the guy is brilliant, but what the heck is up with that trailer? Like, damn, that was a whole lot of weird going on. The big problem I have is that the vast majority of these games seem way off. And when I say that, I mean, like, possible for 2018. Hey, I'm just calling a spade here. Not only that, but why didn't they show off anything relating to the PS4 Neo? If I'm going to call Nintendo out for not showing the NX, then I have to question why Sony wouldn't show their newer console, or iteration of it. I just find it weird that you wouldn't show it off on the big stage. But then again, who knows? Maybe plans change last minute. Maybe they got worried with Microsoft's Project Scorpio console. So what were my favorite games shown off by Sony? Well, definitely God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and surprisingly, Days Gone. As for Nintendo, oh boy. Well, they didn't really have that much to show. However, we finally got to see the new Zelda game in action, and it's definitely exciting. The art style looks great, plays well, and it's just overall interesting. The problem is that, I want this on the NX and not the Wii U. I'm tempted to hold off on buying the game because of the possible port to the NX. And hey, that's a big possibility. Either way, the game looks really slick, and, Nintendo could really have another gem on their hands. It's a shame that they didn't have more there. For Ubisoft, I was disappointed with them. I mean, they did show off some interesting titles, such as For Honor and South Park, the Fractured Butthole. And hey, Watch Dogs 2 certainly has an appeal, but at the same time, I just felt their conference was the same old drab and just lacked a real surprise. I was hoping for a new Splinter Cell announcement, but alas, it just looks like we're gonna have to wait a while for that. I was just hoping for something more from them in a lot of ways. I can't really say I was impressed by much, but For Honor did catch my eye. Now, for me, EA showed off some genuinely interesting titles. Titanfall 2 just looks so awesome, the campaign looks interesting, the multiplayer is bigger, and it just overall seems like something to look forward to. Battlefield 1, another game that got some extra footage, and hey man, does it look cool. I'm a big fan of World War I era stuff, and the game just looks beautiful. I thought that, that it was good that they got a new trailer out for Mass Effect, but I was expecting a bit more. It was sort of disappointing from just what they showed. Otherwise, the FIFA, Madden, and Star Wars stuff were just run-of-the-mill stuff, in my opinion. So obviously my choices from the EA were Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1. As for Bethesda, I thought it was a pretty decent conference. I was pleasantly surprised to see a new Prey game. Like, I'm just surprised they went for a more horror theme to the game, but hey, that's fine by me. It's definitely something that I'll keep my eye on. There was also some neat Fallout 4 DLC announced, as well as the new Coca-Cola World add-on. Also, a new Quake game was announced. And what was also exciting was there was a tease for a new Wolfenstein as well. All in all, I was happy with what Bethesda showed. My standout was definitely Prey. So what did you guys think of this year's E3? Did any games catch your eyes? Did you enjoy stuff from any other of the publishers? Overall, yeah, I thought this E3 was really good. I just wanted to send a congratulations to my friend Miss Foxfire. Recently, she just hit 300 subscribers. She's a really awesome lady. Please look at her channel if you haven't already. Well guys, thanks for watching, as per usual. Please remember to slap that like button, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. Now hey, I'm off to slay more vile demons in Doom. Ciao for now, and see ya!